Namo Phat. Thank you for joining me for a daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The second mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression, I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I will practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belong to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. For Dharma lessons, we've been reading Ajahn Chah's book, Everything is Teaching Us. Today we're finishing up his talk on right restraint. In the ordinary way of experiencing things, when something good appears, we have a positive reaction, and when something bad appears, we have a negative reaction. In this way, the postures are not even. If they are even, we always have awareness. We will know when we are grasping at good and grasping at bad. This is better. Even though we can't yet let go, we are aware of these states continuously. Being continuously aware of ourselves and our attachments, we will come to see that such grasping is not the path. Knowing is 50%, even if we are unable to let go. Though we can't let go, we do understand that letting go of these things will bring peace. We see the danger in the things we'd like and dislike. We see the danger in praise and blame. This awareness is continuous. So, whether we are being praised or criticized, we are continuously aware. When worldly people are criticized and slandered, they can't bear it. It hurts their hearts. When they are praised, they are pleased and excited. This is what is natural in the world. But for those who are practicing, when there is praise, they know there is danger. When there is blame, they know the danger. They know that being attached to either of these brings ill results. They are all harmful if we grasp at them and give them meaning. When we have this kind of awareness, we know phenomena as they occur. We know that if we form attachments to phenomena, there really will be suffering. If we are not aware, then grasping at what we conceive of as good or bad gives rise to suffering. When we pay attention, we see this grasping. We see how we catch hold of the good and the bad, and how this causes suffering. So at first, we grasp hold of things, and with awareness, see the fault in that. How is that? It's because we grasp tightly and experience suffering. We will then start to seek a way to let go and be free. We ponder, what should I do to be free? Buddhist teaching says not to have grasping attachment, not to hold tightly to things. We don't understand this fully. The point is to hold, but not tightly. For example, I see this object in front of me. I'm curious to know what it is, so I pick it up and look at it. It's a flashlight. Now I can put it down. That's holding, but not tightly. If we are told not to hold to anything at all, what can we do? We will think we shouldn't practice sitting or walking meditation. So at first, we have to hold without tight attachment. You can say this is tanha, but it will become parami. For instance, you came here to Wat Pah. Before you did that, you had to have the desire to come. With no desire, you wouldn't have come. We can say you came with desire. It's like holding. Then you will return. That's not like grasping. or that's like not grasping. Just like having some uncertainty about what this object is, then picking it up, seeing it's a flashlight, and putting it down. This is holding, but not grasping, or, to speak more simply, knowing and letting go. Picking up to look, knowing and letting go. Knowing and putting down. Things may be said to be good or bad, but you merely know them and let go. You are aware of all good and bad phenomena, and you are letting go of them. You don't grasp them with ignorance. You grasp them with wisdom and put them down. In this way, the postures can be even and consistent. It means the mind is able. The mind has awareness and wisdom is born. When the mind has wisdom, then what could there be beyond that? It picks things up, but there is no harm. It is not grasping tightly, but knowing and letting go. Hearing a sound, we will know. The world says, this is good, and we let go of it. The world may say, this is bad, but we let go. We know good and evil. Someone who doesn't know good and evil attaches to good and evil and suffers as a result. Someone with knowledge doesn't have this attachment. Let's consider, for what purpose are we living? What do we want from our work? We're living in this world. For what purpose are we living? We do our work. What do we want to get from our work? In the worldly way, people do their work because they want certain things, and this is what they consider logical. But the Buddha's teaching goes a step beyond this. It says, do your work without desiring anything. In the world, you do this to get that, you do that to get this. You're always doing something in order to get something as a result. That's the way of worldly folk. The Buddha says, work for the sake of work, without wanting anything. Whenever we work with the desire for something, we suffer. Check this out. May all beings be well, may all beings be happy, may all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much for joining me today.